Hi, good day everyone, and welcome to my channel once again. I am Omazino, and today I'm going to be sharing with you how to sew bias on your neckline without top stitching the right side of the fabric like this. So what we need for this is already cut out neckline, our bias. I have a video on how to make bias with and without a bias maker in the description box, so you can check it out later. Thread cutter, and then our threaded needle. Of course, you can see that the color of the thread is totally different from the fabric and also our bias. So first of all, you open your bias like this and then place it on the right side of your fabric. This is the right side of the fabric, and then you sew on this folded part like this. Sew it all through. So I'll just place it now on my machine like this, but I like folding the top part of it first before I start, because it always gives me this neat finishing look at the end of it. So now I will just sew on my machine and then sew the bias like this right round around the neckline. Please be careful when you do this, because for your stitch to be straight, if not, it might just start having this rough look around. So I'll just sew it right round, and now I'm done. So I will cut my thread like this, bring it out, and then look at it. This is the sewn part. This is how it is right round, and this is my needle. So I'll come to the right side now like this, and I'll turn it over to the wrong side and then fold it. When folding, just make sure that the folded part like this is a bit longer than this right side. So then I'll pass my needle through the right side like this. Be careful not to sew it on the bias. As you can see, it's before the bias, and when the needle is coming out at the back side, it's always pass through the bias. But on the front side, it is just a little after, just after the bias. So it's not sewing on the bias but on the fabric, but you won't even see it anywhere. Sew it very, very close, while for the back side is directly on the bias. So with my needle and thread, I will sew it right round. I'll just place it on my table and then continue sewing. The same way, I'll do it right round. Like I said, I did a detailed video on how to make bias with and without the bias maker. I'll drop the link in the description box so that you can check it out later. So now I'm done with it now, and then look at what it looks like. I'll just bring it closer so that you can have a closer look at it. This is the right side. As you can see, the thread is just directly under the bias, very close to the bias. This is the right side of the fabric, and this is the wrong side of the fabric. For the wrong side, the thread is sewn on the bias. So now I'm going to sew on this line where my thread is, just directly under. That's what I'm going to do. If you have watched this video this far, that means you are enjoying my video. And if you are, I would like you to subscribe to my channel, like, and also give this video a thumbs up. Thank you. So now I'll just sew it right round like this, just directly under the bias, not on the bias. Now I'm done. This is the right side. This is what it looks like. and then this is the wrong side. This is what it look like. This is where the stitch is on the wrong side, is on the bias. So now I will just go ahead now to remove the color thread. The reason I use a color thread different from the fabric and the bias is so that I'll be able to pick out the thread when I'm done. Now that I am done, I will just cut out the thread. Remove all the thread first. I'll remove my needle, and this is my needle. I'll keep it aside, and then I'll use my thread cutter to cut out the thread. Like I said, the reason I use a color thread is for this purpose, so it will be easily seen for me to remove the thread when I'm done sewing. And this is the bias, this is the right side. As you can see, it's neat. There's no top stitch on the bias. This is the right side of my dress, of my neckline, and then this is the wrong side. The thread is on the bias.